What's up, everybody? We back with another message, another video. Thank you to all my new subscribers and future new subscribers. You know we do nothing here without God because everything is spiritually led by God over here. We cover the world from a spiritual and physical aspect to get the raw, real, and uncut answers. So anything you hear, anything you see in these end times, may you test the spirits, aka take the words and visuals back to prayer with God, as there are many Decepticons running around in these end times sent from the enemy, had a strong, close, and personal relationship with God. Good, great, and awesome. All right, everybody. So May 3rd, 2024 word I do want to go over with you all because it was a fulfillment / testimony in a way, but I'll explain it to you. Basically, the Lord gave me a warning dream May 3rd of a massive storm / storms, because I'm only covering one piece that actually happened. But those storms were coming to Michigan. And basically, I saw a bunch of wind, like basically as if a tornado came through. And I'll show y'all and repeat the word or replay it in that next section of the prior words section. But that's basically what I was seeing in the dream that I had. But the Lord promised protection. So while everybody else kind of around was building up and barricading, I didn't really know what happened. I was like, wait, what's going on out there? What are y'all doing? Like, are y'all okay? You know, that's how I was in the dream. And so the Lord was promising protection of what was coming. And that's just what happened, because these tornadoes were happening 2 hours away from me as I'm out doing the calls. So while I was recording the floodgates video, the Lord, it was like his protection. He allowed it to only rain. And that makes that video and everything else so much more unique and significant. All I can do is thank the Lord, because I'm out in certain places at certain times doing calls and stuff. The floodgates will open righteous for the righteous, the blessings. The floodgates will open on the wicked, like the Noah's flood, as that Red Sea parts for us at the same time. Okay, and he gonna make it rain harder as I say this. Okay, come on. Oh, let them know, Father. Just go ahead, do your thing. I just pray that whatever this next storm is, because the title was storms, I pray that, you know, whatever floods come from that can be prayed against, you know. So I am praying for that. Michigan and tornadoes really do not go together too well. You know, this ain't like the middle of the U.S. So when they hit, they really do hit and affect Michigan, and it catches people kind of off guard, even though we be getting the weather alerts. Because again, Michigan and tornadoes, depending on where you are, it doesn't really go together. But the key notes here I do want to mention is that I'm not taking credit for anything the Lord has given on to me that's come to pass or fulfilled. Remember, anybody can be accurate or look accurate, or, you know, even fortune tellers can be. I do want to say this part, because some people will look at you a certain way when they see things like this. Like, oh, you are so accurate. Yeah, this is confirmation. No. Seek the Lord and ask him directly about a person or a word that has come from a person to know it came from him directly. And that requires you to build your relationship, okay? So all this message was just the Lord giving his children reassurance of what's coming, and, you know, showing me personally what was coming, and let me know I will be protected, and anybody else who had Christ protected. But yeah, I just pray for those families that they are able to recover from that damage and nobody was too badly hurt, because there was a lot of damage that happened. And yeah, so I'm going to play the prior word and then the event itself section for you all. Peace and blessings, and I will catch y'all in the next one. I've been having a lot of dreams about heavy winds and what's coming and so forth. So I got a lot of recording to do, and yeah, let's start here. So I had a dream this morning that there was a terrible storm in Michigan. And I mean, it was to the point where the winds was blowing so hard that it just was unusual. That's how hard the wind was blowing. And I'm like, dude, what is going on? And I saw people around the neighborhood barricading houses, wooden barricades, and trying to keep things from getting blown out of their house and everything. So it was just crazy. But I was the only house that had power and didn't need barricading. And so the Lord was symbolizing protection. And he told me, you shall be protected with the things coming. All this crazy stuff coming, the storms, the winds, whatever happens, you know, you shall be protected when all the chaos is going on around you. And I've seen that happen before, where the Lord is literally like shortened storms or made them less effective, like snowstorms and so forth. I'll never forget seeing stuff like that.
But first tonight, severe storms sweeping through parts of southwest Michigan, causing major damage. Good evening to you. I'm Carolyn Clifford. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
And I'm Mike Duffy. Portage, near Kalamazoo, hit hard with a confirmed tornado touching down. Rescue teams rushing to a mobile home park where homes were wiped away.
The severe storms ripped up a FedEx building, trapping close to 50 people inside. Kalamazoo Emergency Management telling us wires are on the building and crews are looking for ways to get out.
Now this is the scene outside an apartment complex in Portage. Trees snapped and were ripped up by the roots, smashing into cars in the parking lot.
A tornado was captured on video whipping through St. Joseph, and this is the second one confirmed in the area.
Michigan State Police sending out an important message tonight to avoid all storm-damaged areas until further notice.
And we have just learned the Governor Gretchen Whitmer has declared a state of emergency for Kalamazoo, St. Joseph, Branch, and Cashapp.
This is video we just received of severe weather blasting into West Michigan last night. It was captured on a doorbell camera in Portage. The owner of the home says the storm knocked down every tree on their property. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Today we're continuing our coverage of the severe weather outbreak in West Michigan, including multiple tornadoes. A viewer captured video of a tornado on the ground near Colon, and another confirmed tornado touched down in Portage, tearing apart homes and businesses and knocking down trees and power lines. The Kalamazoo County Sheriff's Department estimates the storm damaged 176 homes, with 15 destroyed at a mobile home park in Portage. Authorities say 16 to 20 people were hurt, but the injuries are considered non-life-threatening.
Through southern Michigan for hours on end. I was here helping track that. We were wall to wall for 4 hours last night as these storms did move through. This is showing that rotation as it moved through too. Multiple storm tracks that we were following, severe warned storms. Overall, a very, very busy night. These are the preliminary storm reports that we saw. Now, these are not all confirmed at this time. The National Weather Service is doing storm damage surveys to determine the paths of these and which ones are tornadoes and what ones are rated accordingly. But we had a fair amount of storm damage. We even had hail up to 4 inches with these storms. Now,